So hi everyone, my name is Erin and I'm the program coordinator here at Fedora. And today I'm joined by Andrew and we're going to show you what we've been working on with Fedora 6. So in today's demo, we are going to go through our new and improved performance tracking tools and what exactly that means for Fedora users. So now I'm going to pass it along to Andrew and he can show you what he's been working on.
All right. Well, thanks, Aaron. And I'll say that the team's actually been working on this. So what we wanted to share, though, is the fact that now with the upcoming major release of Fedora, Fedora 6, something new that you will have access to in that release are some additional application monitoring and metrics tools. And so it's important to have a clear understanding of the performance of the application under different circumstances. So with Fedora, uh, we want to know how the application responds to a variety of different load tests, as well as just keeping track of performance under standard operations. And so what I'll do is I will go ahead and jump right into the dashboard that is available. This dashboard here is a tool called Grafana. Grafana is a tool that renders metrics information like what's being collected for Fedora. So I'll talk through this just briefly, just to give you a sense. But under the covers, what's actually happening is the Fedora code itself has intersection points throughout now that basically collect interactions as requests are passing through the code. So at the method level for a variety of classes. And so the graphs that we have here are just example graphs. Grafana allows you to configure graphs and configure your queries that render these different graphs in any number of ways. So this is just one example. So for example, we are in the background here. I started yesterday. Let's see, this graph is for the last 24 hours. And I have a test that's running, a scale test, where just basically in an infinite loop, I'm creating resources in Fedora. And so what we see here in the top graph is the request rate. So basically how quickly are resources being created. So then we've jumped up to something slightly over 70 resources per second. So that's what we're seeing here is the rate, effectively the ingest rate for this particular test. And I will say that we're about, just running over the last 24 hours, we're I think right around 4 million Fedora resources in this repository. And the ingest rate is remaining pretty steady. So you might expect that as the repository is growing, things start to slow down, but we're not seeing that here in this graph. Moving over to the post graph, this is the response time for post requests. And so all of these ingest requests are actually posts. We also are tracking what are the response time for GET requests. Also note, and this has been extremely helpful, monitoring the memory usage of Fedora. And what we see here is sort of this sawtooth, which is what you want. And so basically we are seeing a very stable memory usage as this sort of ongoing ingest is taking place. These last two graphs are tracking the response times of requests going down into the persistence layer into OCFL. So hopefully that just gives you a sense of the types of information and the trends that are available for understanding here in Fedora. I'll go ahead and just say that the setup here, I mentioned that Grafana is not a part of Fedora. Basically, from the Fedora's perspective, all you have to do is add a single property on startup, just enabling the metrics collection. And then additionally, separate from Fedora, and we have this all documented on the wiki, you see a link there. You set up a server, and fortunately for both the Prometheus server as well as Grafana, there are Docker images. So you can just start up Docker images of each of these. But basically Prometheus pulls the metrics information from Fedora, and then the Grafana server provides the dashboard that you were just looking at, that renders the information that Prometheus has pulled out. The setup for this metrics collection dashboard and how you enable that in Fedora is all documented in the wiki, as well as in that wiki page there are links to further details into the types of queries and configuration for both Prometheus as well as Grafana. So we are using these tools to understand different characteristics of Fedora, and there are a whole suite of other tests that we are continuing to run as we move towards the production release of Fedora 6. With that, I'll hand it back to you, Aaron.
Awesome. Thanks, Andrew. So we hope you're really excited about what the team has been working on. And we hope that you enjoyed our demo. If you'd like to learn more about Fedora 6, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we're going to be keeping you updated as we get closer to official product release. In the meantime, you can follow along by joining our communication channels or heading over to the website. Thanks, and we'll chat soon.